no betimi edi ho ayi no akọ be ma ne fie no asiesie no oh timi prebe no ande fro ne nkwan ahyehyɛ fridge mu ama be me no ne ade wo timi emwa wo ni obi wo ho mo wo he ho esoro ho ana he na mo wo ni obi a wo ho 9 years mo nka wade asem wo timi emwa and as soon him say me nipa no me kone ho weekend inti when humi ame wo ho first no be kwa washing our tete afi di omo ba mu kita suitcase over ganya na me en sphincters my enyo eten sphincters over enyo eten sphincters ganya na me en sphincters really.
Good evening. Benjamin and Ketia here, Sports Panorama. We are airborne. Show proudly brought to us by Tsco. Oh yes, it's the new star boy of all chocolate beverage drinks. The one your kids need for school. The one you yourself can mix up with some hot water and just enjoy on a casual. You can see it in the studio. You know, last week we gave you a sample of the sachets. Well, this week we took it up a notch higher. We brought you the tins. Yeah, the can, if you want to call it that. Look at it right here. So the Tsco can with the Tsco mascot, and then of course NFOT, vitamins B, C, D, C, A, P. There's a lot going on in there. And then the show also is brought to us by Winner Big. Charlie, it's the weekend though. Don't do slow. Live band they go on for some side. I confirm it's happening somewhere. You and your baby girl have been texting back and forth the whole week. Take her out. Winner Big will make that a reality. I'll be giving you details in a bit. I'll also be telling you about how you can win more hampers. Yeah, Senior Mampam was here a while ago. Senior Mampam, he has taken his Tsco hamper away. Tsco will be making more people happy tonight. I'll be asking a couple of questions, and then if you get that right, I will give you a Tsco hamper. Yeah, I bet who's checking out the Tsco can. Colorful Star Boy. Well, just by way of updates, we've witnessed the first or one of the quarterfinals. Spain versus Germany. Looked like it was going to penalties, and then sucker punch. Mikel Merino pushing La Roja into the semi-final. Charlie, Ashimi rough. I thought the game was going to penalties. Manshaft, we were going to penalties. Come on. Well, another cracker is on as we speak. These games are crazy for me because these are final games. Like Germany-Spain is a final. France-Portugal is a final. But that is happening right now as we speak as well. Cristiano Ronaldo looking to answer his critics after a lot was said during the last game. We'll talk about a lot, especially with regards to the Euros. We'll discuss the Afcon 25. We'll talk some transfers as well. But let's get into the Euros because that's what's on right now. That's what's trending. Let's get right into it. Let me introduce the guys. Nathan Kwao is here. Big Coach is here. Coach Christopher Nimley is in the seat. Yao Jaminta will be joining us in a bit. Coach, you need to say the prayer because, you know.
Yeah. You was about the denche. Eke Tsco biane nwake ya.
Oh, Charlie.
Forget Mofambie. Forget about the rest.
Ocho Tsco.
Numo inlakabo.
Starboy Tsco.
My little girl.
Oh.
Obribia.
Oh.
Odelia.
Oh.
Aviela.
Oh.
Look, she doesn't take anything apart from Tsco.
I mean, if it's not Tsco, I don't
forget
want it.
about it.
I don't want it.
Say, Daddy, I don't want the rest.
Oh.
It is Tsco I want.
Oh.
No wale mwenesewa ni masewa na masewa. Jo was about. Waka Jomo Tsco. This product, by the grace of Jehovah Zebaoth, ebaya enyaya. Because min ke mambi, min ke Ghana mamufe, ye Ghana se anago mejo, Cote d'Ivoire be ejo, wakaka otao the latest product. Mi bekan biye no na me ke na hiwale na me na nile ke dwemo na me ke kasioni waka Tsco jino na ke ya. Ke ukohiba Citi Sports Panorama here. He na ya jemo ya. No na no na. Fe ye jomo so hiwo. You was about jomo Tsco. No na program here. One dedicate Mrs. Q. All me she ni ya Mrs. Q be na waka Tsco leun eya he na ya. You wa jomo ame. Jomo ne tankwao. Jomo ne tankwao nga. No ke jomo leon Tsco. Ya yesu ba me when the program e ba gbe. Amen. No when the feko.
Coach, it's a no ko fio winner big. Ona ke Friday, boys ke girls ba jeko.
Lele ole noko. No next week. Me panify. There na ya he blender he. The corner the size of blender ni ya here.
You mean industrial blender?
In lakabo. In yagame no more. Boya in yabo no more. In yende takwa no more. Abe kwele be mi. Bega bi bio ni itani ke ngba abote he komeni sake abote. Abe kwele be mi. Ona. Na be pa chede. Dem presenter me di my boys. Awo me you with him. Because awo no me nim na etum ye. Me di dem ade no kopie wo so a. Chede be bia wu. Ona me chere no. Fenti omu nyina. Kranta mu nyina omu ne ro keta me de. But
triple smooth, triple tap.
Yes. No more. Bossu Gena. Bossu. Yes. I owe you triple smooth, triple tap. Next week Friday by this time I'll display it.
Why? Why are you displaying?
Oh no more.
Let me get on with the show. Now, winner big, of course. Like I said, big chance to make some cool cash. You know, it's no long like that. Yeah. Winner big will give you constant cash prizes. Just 5 Ghana cedis. All you need is 5 Ghana cedis to get yourself a ticket. Stand a chance to win either 500 cedis daily.
Hey, Danny.
Yeah, daily.
Every day.
You can win daily. 5 cedi daily. So I'll be discussing. The ticket also gives you a chance to enter the weekly draw. So you can chop 500 during the week and chop another 1,000 at the end of the week. You know? All you need to do is dial *920*.
That's it.
66 hash. Let me repeat that again. *920*. 920*66# and follow the prompts to purchase your desired tickets. You can also download the Winner Big app. Winner Big is WINABIG.
Well, can one person buy more than one ticket? As many as you can.
Okay. Increase your chances of winning.
That's
you know. Get to www.winnerbig.com to purchase your tickets. The draw happens every Friday at 4 p.m. and then we'll announce the winners here on the show. So today, some people are taking away some cash. Somebody's baby girl will be smiling tonight. So make sure that you can put a smile on baby girl's face as well. Thank you very much. 0549986996 0549986996. That's the text and WhatsApp line. Do get to us with your thoughts. Let me start off with Coach Christopher and Emily. Let's get into the Euros. Let's start off with the game that we have just watched because that's still very fresh in our minds.
Right.
That's still very fresh in everybody else's mind. Very tactical game. Very little space to exploit, but there were chances. A couple of counter-attacks here and there. What do you think was the deciding factor? I know Marino scored that goal of a well-worked opportunity, but in the end, how did Spain get over the line in this one? It was looking like it was going to go to penalties.
Yeah. Look, to be honest with you, you need to be of good character, very resilient, and you need to be a group of players who are used to winning, to have navigated what we just saw. Because the Spanish team were not only playing against the 11 players of Germany on the pitch, or let me by extension, all the 26 players that they had, but they were playing against the entire country of Germany, the host nation. And you could clearly see that at a point in time in the game, they were being driven. They were being driven. I mean, the Germans were being driven by the supporters, and it was absolutely brilliant. Look, for them to have trailed Spain very early in that second half, and yet still find the courage, find the nerves, believed in themselves to restore parity in the 89th minute, it tells you they were not going to
the pressure they mounted in the final 10 minutes was
I just want
serious.
to add something because you mentioned the crowd that the Spanish played against. I also think they were playing against history because
that's right.
Spain, I don't know, in terms of international competitions, they have a horrible record against host nations. They don't beat host nations.
Exactly.
And in the last 4 Euros, the Germans have always crossed the semi-final line. The quarter-final line to the semi-final. So
that's right.
Those were the things Spain were playing against, in addition to the German team on the pitch, in the stands, and then they had history too to play against.
So when you watch the game in itself, you had two coaches who practically believe in almost the same style of play. They all wanted to dominate the ball. In that first half, truth be told, the Germans were a bit dominating. And that was shocking to me because I have sat there and I've said that I don't see any team that could go toe-to-toe with Spain and dominate it. But again, I also told myself that once you begin to do that against a team very used to dominating the ball, if you don't protect yourself better on the transition, you pay the price. So that first half dominance got in the heads of the Germans. They came out in the second half trying to do same, and they were caught unawares. Because you are virtually playing against the masters of possession. If I may borrow that term, because we all know that since the days of Xavi and Iniesta, this Spanish team, there's one thing you can never take away from them: the ability to possess the ball and to pass the ball, and to at times get you to submit under their intensity of passing.
So how did Spain get the first goal?
The first goal was a Yamal cutback,
and then
Omo ran onto the ball. It was a really nice goal.
It was a really nice goal because you could clearly see that the Rudiger and Co, they were expecting a cross into what? Alvaro Morata. But typically of the Spanish team, there is variation to whatever they do. You may get used to them in a certain way, but you don't know when they will vary.
They'll switch it up.
They'll switch it up, and that will catch you unaware. So when the German pecked it back, look, truth be told, if the game had gone to penalties, I would have fancied the German. So when we're watching the game here, I was so hot, hoping and praying that Spain would find a way to win it, because I don't remember the last time I saw a German national team lose any game on penalty. It hardly happens. And their goalkeepers are so good that out of 5, they guarantee you a minimum of 2 saves.
They look to be like they were playing for.
So
penalty.
they were playing for it. But in that second half, shockingly, although they were playing for it, but the Germans, when they had the time to go on the transition attack, on the counter attack, they didn't hold back. They went. They didn't hold back. They went. But look, go back and watch the clip again. I think Rudiger was at fault for that Spain winner.
2 things I want you to address for me.
Goal.
Yes.
And how did that happen? Did they
You see,
work it?
the ball was on the
the
left. Then the 2 teams have overcrowded themselves on the left-hand flank. So one person or somebody had to switch. And that was what the Real Madrid defender did, Caballero. So in the midst of the crowd, he just switched the ball far left to Cucurella. Now Cucurella then gives the ball to Omo, who had given him width. Omo, who was playing from the left, is right-footed. So I was telling the guys, the moment he came onto his right foot, I could see the guy say, if he crossed the ball, it's a goal. Now Rudiger saw him come onto his right foot. So Rudiger should have there turned and watched his marker, because there was no Spanish player in front of him for him to mark. Maybe he believed that, or he was hoping that Omo wouldn't get the cross right so that he would head it away. But normally in such situation, tactically, you look for the marker. You look for the one you are supposed to mark, because he's more or less the target player. So once Rudiger lost his marker, and the delivery was excellent. Go watch the clip again. It was a free header. When you have a player jump high up and open his legs in order to generate the necessary power, because the ball was not whipped in. It was ball that was just looping in the air. So you needed to get some form of freedom and elevation to what generates the power.
He looked like Michael Jordan in the air.
Exactly.
You should have seen the jump.
Yeah. And his legs split open, jump man stands.
I didn't even know Merino was.
Why do you think he was able to do that? Because there was nobody around him. There was no German defender in and around. The 2 center back had gone, but I think Rudiger was at fault, because his center back partner had another Spanish player right by, so he kept his eye on him, and Rudiger lost his marker, and they paid for it.
2 things just quickly before we move the discussion on. Decision to start Leroy Sané ahead of Florian Wirtz in this game. Sané eventually was taken off at halftime, and then they brought Wirtz in. Just touch on that quickly for me. How did that affect the game? And how did that limit the Germans in the way they attack? Because I feel like their attacking options increased the moment Wirtz came into the game.
Exactly, and I think that was shocking. I didn't see that coming, because the Wirtz ball has been very good in the tournament. I think he's established that chemistry with Musiala, and shockingly, because he plays for Leverkusen. So where did they get that chemistry going? So maybe Nagelsmann thinking was that maybe Leroy Sané plays with Musiala at club level. It's something they are used to doing week in, week out. So in such a big game, you want to go in for the chemistry that is all the time in existence. So maybe that must be his thinking. But you see, in tournaments like this, if you look at the age of the boy, the Wirtz boy, and the fact that at his age, he's lived up to the bidding. You don't pull him out. You keep him in there, because at that age, they are young, they are eager. Once they fell in love with the tournament, allow them to enjoy it. Let him continue playing. And you could clearly see when he came on, he changed the way they were playing in that attacking third of the game, and no wonder the goal came from him. But again, I have said that if Spain don't win this tournament, it will be because they were unable to utilize the chances they created. In this game, they had the better chances. They should have put the game away, but they kept fluffing them. So going forward, in the semi-finals, they are to meet either Portugal or France. We are watching them play now. Is goalless, keenly, tightly contested. Whoever comes in front of the Spanish team, Spain will match them boot for boot, and I expect them to go on and win it.
I just want to find out, Chris. You guys watch the game. How do you think the Germans will rate the run they've had, quarterfinal, the exit? How do you think they will rate?
8 over 10. I said that the last time we were on the show.
It cannot be 8 over 10.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I would say 8 over 10.
I'm just saying, Chris, how do you think Nagelsmann, from a coaching perspective, will rate?
You see, Nagelsmann hasn't been in the job for long.
Yes.
So that is where you want to give him a benefit of the doubt.
Okay.
But if you look at the country we are talking about here, this is a footballing nation. They understand what goes into going to major tournament and winning it. Let alone they were the host. They are hosting the tournament. So if you exit the tournament at the quarterfinal stage, I don't think it's good enough. Yes, he's not been there, but he's been able to put them together and we've played. I've always said that anytime they come across a proper opposition, and this is the first time they've met one. In the tournament, if you look at the group games, Scotland, those people.
The first test they got was against Switzerland.
It was against Switzerland, and we saw that game exposed them a little bit. And I kept saying that if they meet another opposition capable of beating them, and unfortunately, look, they met Spain, the best team in the tournament, in my view. So I'm not surprised they lost. But look, clearly there's a future for this German team.
That's
Clearly there's a future. They've extended the contract of the manager till the World Cup. I think that
so he has between now and the World Cup to
fine-tune the. And look, you don't doubt them when they are doing proper transition. We saw that the last time they had a major transition under Jürgen Klinsmann, they ended up winning the World Cup. I think they hosted in 2006.
They were
semi-finalists. And
2010 semi-finalists. 2014
they won it. So I'm expecting something similar.
And a lot of their youngsters would have come of age, of course, by their next major competition.
Exactly. So maybe I'm sure this
Musiala will be what? Musiala will be early 20s. Right?
Yes, early 20s.
By the time the next
maybe
World
22,
Cup comes,
23.
23.
Yeah.
Verts around the same
age. Muller would have exited. I think this should be his last tournament. Thomas Muller and Rudiger. How old is he? He's in his 30s, isn't it? I think he will go to the World Cup. One more good tournament in 2 years' time where he will come in there as an
I'd love to see what they do, especially in finding a replacement for Toni Kroos, because I thought this tournament he played very to be honest, he played very, very well. And it's something I've been wondering, where do Germany go from here in terms of finding that player? Because for a minimum of 10 years, Kroos has been an ever-present in that position. The midfield combinations have changed. He has been an ever-present.
When he left, they struggled. They had to go to him.
I'm just
come back.
Flipping in my mind.
Yeah, they need to find somebody.
And then the goalkeeping situation.
Andrich is decent for now, but Andrich is 29 years as well.
I think with the goalkeeping situation, I don't think they have too much of an issue. I think Ter Stegen. I think this becomes Ter Stegen's.
I think he should have been given the nod to be number one for this tournament. To be honest with you, I just don't understand why he was not given the nod, because he's the future. Already he's in his 30s. Ter Stegen is in his 30s. I think he's 30, 31 or so. So maybe he may get the next World Cup.
Maybe they kind of feel like this might be Neuer's last tournament. So that kind of thing. Phase Neuer out, phase Muller, that kind of. Let me get your thoughts on.
But I mean, on all this, but not the rating. But on all these points you are raising, it's a sensitive area, in terms of the players on the pitch or your formation, which you are talking about. The spine. We're talking about Rudiger. We're talking about Kroos. We're talking about Thomas up front, and of course, and that's the spine. And we are
number 9. What's his name? Fulcrum. He's already in his 30s. Yeah. He was so effective and efficient in this tournament.
One of those guys I'm surprised wasn't starting the game.
Yeah, he's a natural guy.
They look very different
anytime he comes
whenever he came on the pitch.
So you ask me, if they are out of this competition, whether it's surprising or not. I said it's not surprising because
the spine is weak or the spine is aging.
The spine is aging, and they met a Spanish side that are young and exuberant. They are looking for solutions. They've turned on a new leaf, and this is the kind of football they want to play. So meeting them, they're going to get you to think. If you pair the two defense, the Spanish defense and the German defense, I feel the German defense was solid, but the movement, as coach was indicating, from the spine, it's dangerous to mark.
I don't think Jonathan Tah and Rudiger complement each other well, and to be honest, this might
they
be
are very similar.
I don't like Jonathan.
They are too similar.
I don't like Jonathan Tah personally. I think Germany have better options on their bench as centre backs. I feel like Schlotterbeck makes a better partnership for Rudiger.
Yeah. Because Tah and Rudiger, they are
some of these things Nagelsmann knows best. But I like this point about the German spine, because I'm just asking myself if, like I say, this is obviously Toni Kroos' last tournament. what will Rudiger look like in the next major tournament to come?
2 years from now.
Absolutely.
What will Neuer be here in the next tournament?
I don't
Thomas
think so.
Müller probably also gone as well. So a lot of
Neuer is
questions-
around 37.
Yeah.
36,
No,
37.
it's 38. I think.
38. Yeah.
he's
So
37, 38.
yeah. I'm not sure
I
he
don't
stays
think
around.
he's not coming back.
He has to go. He has to go.
We'll see how they handle the transition. Let me read a few messages. We'll talk about England because they have a really tricky tie coming up in their next game. That game is tomorrow. They play the Swiss. So it should be really interesting. Very interesting game coming up.
Shin, no more, look, truth be told, the packaging of Tsco is beautiful.
No, I was telling you, like
It's beautiful.
Yeah, I've been touching it.
It's beautiful.
So I say hard.
This is proper marketing.
It'd be too hard.
Look,
like you see, and I like that you're raising that far because packaging is one of the things we complain
Exactly.
about most in this country. So when somebody does it well, you need to hype it up. This is some really good stuff. I won't even
Yeah,
like
to be honest with you. And look,
No,
and
some good
for
stuff.
those of us who are now into Tsco, our families are into Tsco.
Thank
Look,
you.
the packaging is a clear indication of what the product actually is.
comfortable lead.
In Lakabo, the taste of this thing is beyond the moon.
Thank you very much. Let me read some messages. Nabokobi says, Ben, when I watched Spain's first 2 matches, I predicted they will win the trophy and they will win it. Nana from Kwashima said, yeah, you didn't even need to watch them, man. Nana from Kwashima says, good evening to the best sports crew in Ghana. Germany versus Spain was all about the coaches trying to cancel each other out. This was a painful way for Toni Kroos to end his career.
Yeah.
Fabian Ruiz and Dani Olmo were the standout. Fabian Ruiz been brilliant. this tournament.
I got sold on this Spain team when they played Italy.
Yeah.
That game ended only 1-0,
1-0,
right?
yeah.
But the performance was dominant. It was
Yeah.
that was when I started to really
Yeah.
see that these guys have quality.
Somebody says, as for Yamal, I've never seen a teenager with this level of maturity.
Or maybe arrogance.
On real stuff. Yamal, you see, Yamal was one of Yamal
unbelievable.
Arda Güler. They are among those players who have lived on earth before. And they've gone and they've come
Because
back.
you cannot be 17, 18
doing that.
and play with
In
this
fact,
level.
add Kobe Menu to that. Add Kobe Menu to that.
yeah.
They've been here before. They are,
playing with this level of-
they are old people. They are just in young bodies. That's what's going on. Let me read this one. This one here says, it's from Theo from Nana Chrome. Says, Anthony Taylor is a shame to football. Always there's always controversy over his job. My grandfather, who is blind, could see this handball against Kukurea.
No, it was a handball, but his hand was in a natural position. And if you look at the distance between where the strike was taken, the only way Anthony Taylor could have given that if Kukurea's hand was not in it, but his hand was closer to his body, so you don't award that.
This one here says, Nana from Kwashima, no. Okay, Prosper from Adenta says, Ben, the German front three were so poor with Sané and Havertz. Sané shouldn't have started the game. He was poor anytime he came on into the tournament. You could see clearly Verds and Fulkrug changed the game when they came in. Rudiger's early yellow cards also affected him, restricting him from doing his Rudiger things.
He slept on the
The
goal.
Sunny experiment was for directness.
And I don't even know.
I feel the coach
but,
just
but Havertz was poor as well. I don't
Yeah,
know
he
how
was equally
Havertz
very poor.
I don't know how Havertz lasted as long as he did in this game. Well, Abu Mohammed from Joapon says, good evening, guys. Coach as well. Please, what is your opinion on Toni Kroos' tackle on Pedri?
That was a red card.
That's the one that sent Pedri off the
Yeah.
pitch.
I think he should have gone.
Yeah.
He should have gone.
Toni Kroos is likely to have ended this game, honestly.
because again is about the host nation. Any other game, any other team.
He gets sent off.
gets sent off.
Zilot says, why are you guys not talking about the handball incident? Clear penalty in my view. Well,
It wasn't a penalty.
Like I said,
Not all handballs are
penalty.
penalties. Not all handballs are penalties.
let's get into some other stuff with this game before we move to the England. Yeah, quick thoughts on the controversies that swirled around Portugal coming into this game. The argument is that Cristiano Ronaldo is holding this Portugal team back. Some say that he should be yanked off free kick duties because he was taking and blowing off free kick. Just snap thoughts on that particular incident before we move it on.
And a quick thought on the Spain Germany game.
Yeah.
Just a quick one. I've seen a lot of people complain about De La Fuente's changes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I should have commented
I
on
was
that.
not happy with that either.
Yeah, I wasn't happy with it with regard to some players, but a lot of people are making it look like the Lamine Yamal substitution was a bad one. For me, it was a good one
It's something he's always done
At the
throughout the
60th
tournament.
minute?
In the 60th minute, because
I hear
the point.
I hear there is a law in Germany that forbids you
Yes, I was
at
reading.
that at the boys' age from playing from
Beyond a
So
certain
I was-
number of minutes. That for me, that's not even the issue. But when you looked at the game, when you watched the game, Miss Litter's influence, the left fullback who came in for
I love
Ron,
that dude.
his influence was growing in the game, and on top of that, Lamine Yamal.
He eventually sent the cross that got Germany the equalizer.
And Lamine Yamal was having difficulty dealing with the physicality of the Germans. It was clear that they targeted him. He had difficulty dealing with the physicality of the Germans. So taking him off and bringing on Ferran Torres, I think was a good move by De La Fuente. Where I had issues with De La Fuente's changes was when he also took off Nico Williams.
Yep.
Because those two put a lot of pressure on the German defense.
They are literally your game plan.
Yes, and because of that, that's why Jamal Musiala and Leroy Sané were quite ineffective in the game, and Sané had to be taken off. And for the Sané introduction into the starting lineup, we've seen it happen against Denmark in the round of 16. He started, and it was needed because the Germans naturally do not have width. Once you play Florian Wirtz and Jamal Musiala, they are inside forwards, half wingers, half kind of
like
forward,
two number 10s.
two number 10s. So you do not have a lot of width, and you have to rely on your fullbacks, Joshua Kimmich and Rom, to provide that kind of width, and it made Denmark attack Germany through those areas of the pitch. And so in order to address the issue, you start Leroy Sané and ensure that Joshua Kimmich would be the one to tack a little bit inside and be more of like an inverted fullback, and Leroy Sané will be the one to give you or provide that width. And so for me, I was cool with Leroy Sané's introduction. He just didn't have a good game. That's pretty much it. It happens. The tactic from Julian Nagelsmann, the personnel choice, for me, it was on point. Now on to the Cristiano Ronaldo issue. I have said it several times that he shouldn't start for Portugal, and I'm glad that incident or that game against Slovenia happened the way it did, for the whole world to know that he shouldn't be starting. He should be the one coming off the bench and trying to be some kind of like a spark plug off the bench. What Niklas Füllkrug does for Germany, Cristiano Ronaldo can do the same for Portugal. And yes, maybe he, because of his status, you'd want to always start him and more or less massage his ego. No problem with that. But must he always be the one to take free kicks?
He's the one with the best record in the team.
He's not just a quick one before you continue. The question was, who should go and take it?
I was asking. I'm asking. Who's
I'm coming.
You have Bernardo Silva. You have Bruno Fernandes.
Hold on.
Bernardo
Don't get
Silva.
emotional.
Bernardo Silva.
What are Bruno Fernandes? Bruno
I'm
Fernandes
coming.
does not have 10 career free kicks in his life.
That's
Right,
right.
career free kicks.
He
But the
doesn't.
man has effected, Cristiano Ronaldo has effected 30 shots and he has scored 0 goals.
And
He still has
zero.
he still
What
has-
is stopping
in fact-
Bruno
in fact, in this
Fernandes
season-
from taking?
In fact, hold on. In this
Because
season,
of-
hold on.
even
You
at
see,
Manchester
don't-
United,
I say-
he
like I
doesn't
say-
score
like
free
I say-
kicks.
like I say, don't get emotional. This season coming into this Euros, nobody in that Portugal team has scored more free kicks than Ronaldo.
That is the fact.
Look, if you have a
And you
Ronaldo
see,
in your team,
at this level-
nobody goes
at
close
this
to
level-
Fernandes has scored like 2 free kicks in his whole
nobody's
career,
going to
and
do-
his way is
Look,
a free kick
At
expert.
this
Nobody's
level,
going
just
close to that
watch it.
penalty spot.
When the
Ronaldo
Portugal
is in a
team
game.
gets a free kick in a very good position,
And there's
the
Cristiano
players
Ronaldo.
themselves take the ball
yeah,
and give it to their boss.
Because
Ota Greater Accra, Ota Nyetraga, Benyon complain no na to ayejema.
Thank you.
because
Think of it all.
no, because
No matter free kick.
do you know why they give it to him? Do you know why
Yeah,
they give it
why?
to him? That's part of massaging his ego, because he always places his ego
boy.
ahead of the team.
So you believe that?
And
Hold on. So
I
you
honestly believe it.
You believe that Fernandes is a better free kick taker than Ronaldo?
Than Ronaldo at this point in
is
his
Fernandez's
career.
Where is the evidence?
At this point in his
Where is the
career,
evidence?
what evidence?
How many
We see it.
Fernandes didn't score a single free kick.
I'm not referring to just direct free kicks. Even there was that free kick further away from goal, and Ronaldo was the one who was trying to take it, and
He has scored from there before.
And instead of trying to find his teammate by delivering an in-swinging free kick, he went directly at goal, which was a terrible choice. And on top of that, you already have Bernardo Silva. You have quality players.
Bernardo Silva,
Wait. Didn't you see Bernardo Silva's free kick for Manchester City against Real Madrid?
One.
Didn't you see it? Didn't you see it?
Didn't you see it? Free kick I send the ones in the blue.
Didn't you see it?
Everybody gets a free kick.
Bernardo Silva, throughout his footballing career, how many free kick triple?
You guys are limiting it to direct free kicks.
No, Obia was shared over 60 free kicks.
And the thing is,
this man has scored over 60 free kicks.
Yeah.
He's the fifth highest free kick goal scorer in the world. In the history of
if it's
football.
not going to be direct or it's going to be a delivery, I can understand it.
Yeah, on that score, I think.
But direct free kick,
even the direct free kicks,
nobody
the
should
direct
be
free
there,
kick at this stage in his career. That's the point you guys are missing.
Who in the team does better
in his career? Do not put Cristiano Ronaldo on free kick duties.
Who
it's
does
that
better?
simple.
The people who have scored 2 free kicks in their career, they can't be replacing Ronaldo. They can't. The numbers,
I really don't see.
numbers don't lie.
Listen, guys.
The man has
Bobby
scored over
Martinez
60
is the
free
one
kicks.
handling his team.
And the coach has given his free
Relax.
kick.
He says he'll put Ronaldo
On
on
free
free
kick.
kick. If he, Bobby Martinez, is sitting down on the bench
And he's watching. And he's got no
and he has
problem.
seen 200 free kicks and none scored in the competition, but he says the man should play. Let the man play.
But you know my argument too. Hold on. You know my argument.
The only thing I'll say is this. I think that the only thing I would expect Bobby Martinez to do is that if it is a free kick that somebody has to swing it in, somebody else should take it.
Because Ronaldo, he's even better off in the box.
So Ronaldo hits it. But if it's a short distance and Ronaldo, why not just
We are
Ronaldo?
watching Spain and
Ronaldo.
France and Portugal. If there's a free kick, zero.
See,
Zero.
Then,
Land for me on that
okay,
point.
if that's the tangents we are going, then no one
It's
should.
not the tangent. That is the
Then no one should complain about Gary Southgate putting Phil Foden down the left side.
no,
Let's
no,
go.
no,
No one should complain.
We are mixing two different things.
Hold on. You see, you can't. The things Ronaldo has earned the right to do in his career, Phil Foden has not reached that level in his life.
All I'm saying is because it is clear that Phil Foden is struggling in that setup. The same way Portugal is struggling with Cristiano Ronaldo placing
I'm only
his
saying
ego
that-
and his game ahead of the team.
You see, I'm saying that. You see,
There's a free kick now.
They will give it to him because they want to please him. They want to please him.
So
That's
what-
what they want to please him.
So what if the ball ends up in the back of the
It will end up in the back of the net.
You see, I don't even understand how this is a debate. Ben, I don't even understand. I don't get how this is a debate. I'm saying that Roberto Martinez, he is coaching his team.
Yep. Absolutely.
And he says that, gentlemen, play the free kick. And like I said, the only thing I expect him to do, from a certain distance, tell somebody else, you know what, you whip it in.
Yeah.
And let Ronaldo have a crack at it.
You know what?
But if it's a direct free kick, you see, the point is that he will let him do it. You can talk about ego and pride and everything. The point is that... Whatever. I'm saying that. He's earned it. Ben, we all know that. He's earned it.
Bruno will play.
Over the bar.
I'm saying that we all know. Listen, managers have ways of handling their team. He has come to realize that, you know what, let Mr. Ronaldo play the free. What does he lose really?
You know what I find. You know what I find funny, right? People make it seem like there are other players who score 2-3 free kicks in a 7-game tournament. In a 7-game tournament, the most free kicks anybody scores two. That's like two. It doesn't even matter how many attacks. How many times have you watched a tournament where somebody scored 3 free kicks? Like, and if you score 3 free kicks in a 7-game tournament, that is as elite.
You are winning the cup.
That's as elite as it gets. So like this argument about Bruno and Bernardo, like I'm saying, if you
bring them close to Ronaldo.
If you add Bruno and Bernardo's numbers,
and
you
don't bring them to Ronaldo, close to Ronaldo.
Add Bruno. Add Fernandes and add everybody else who has scored an isolated free kick in his career on that Portugal team. They still won't reach.
You are whittling it down to just free kicks. I'm talking about the entire game.
No, but he's
whittling it down to just
playing.
free kicks. And I have said that Ronaldo shouldn't be the one leading this attack.
Who should lead?
It should be Goncalo Ramos Goncalo Ramos or a Diogo Jota, who is quite
Jota is injury proof. The man has included though. He's being managed. He has included though.
What I will say, you see,
London. Let me go to England.
What I will say in slight support of Yao is this, and I think Chris said it. What Roberto Martinez must do is manage Ronaldo very well.
That's all.
So that at the most crucial point, he's fresh for you. If it means starting Give him 60 minutes. Take him off. Bring somebody in. Do it. For example, Ben, in the Slovenia game, after a certain point, Ben, you could tell, and I don't think that you could tell Ronaldo was gassed out.
Yep.
And any manager worth his salt will make that change. As to why Roberto Martinez kept Ronaldo on for that long, I don't know why. He only he knows. But basic coaching, after 65, you could tell that Ronaldo's physicality can't take the demands of the game. Take him off, bring somebody in. But all this other business, look, he believes that in letting Ronaldo start, he's trying to give his team the best opportunity. If it doesn't work, he as the manager has the right to make the change. Not making the change is where I have a problem with Roberto Martinez, because now it starts to become counterproductive. You are keeping Ronaldo on, he's not making the runs, he's leggy, he can't seem to focus. Then you take him off. But as to starting him, I have no issue starting, because to be brutally honest, Gonzalo Ramos was not in amazing form coming into this competition.
Barely played for PSG.
So what you can do,
that Kolomweni and Co are benching.
you understand? So what you can do, you can start Ronaldo. If it is not working, make the change. If it means bring somebody on to support Ronaldo, do it. Because ultimately you want Portugal to win, right? You have to make a decision.
Like I said, the philosophy of Roberto Martinez?
What I disagree.
High.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Does Cristiano Ronaldo help with the high press?
What I disagree with,
their most potent goal
and I've made that. What I disagree
He has an
with
SG of 3.
is
Actually
Martinez.
4. He hasn't scored in.
Is Martinez keeping Ronaldo on for 90 minutes? That I disagree with. But I don't see what the issue is. If Ronaldo is on the pitch and there are free kicks to be taken, like I said, as managers,
they just got a free kick in a very good position. They gave it over the bar.
We'll give Bernardo Silva
Ben, it's always important to keep your dressing room sound.
you do it for your sanity. That's it.
And if you take a cue from how Fernando Santos handled the Portugal, it nearly broke the Portuguese dressing room.
Absolutely.
So Roberto Martinez knows that.
The guy is an icon who a lot of these players
are looking up to.
His teammates worship him.
Who absolutely
They all worship him. They have told the manager he starts
until he himself say, I am tired. I don't want to take him.
I'm telling you honestly, these are the way it works. Do you think they were happy?
You mean they put the star boy in
when the other coach was benching him at the World Cup?
I'm sure they were happy.
He wasn't happy. Put the man there. I want Ramos Keba. He gave the chance to be trying to come.
Let's talk about England in a bit. They have a big game coming up. Charlie, the English have not been happy with their team. Some way, somehow, they've managed to limp all the way to the quarterfinals. They will be tested again on Saturday.
No two ways.
By the Swiss.
They will be.
Let me start off with you on that note, Nathan. I mean, limping England, plugging players or plugging square pegs in round holes. It's been a chaotic tournament, really, for them. It's been uninspiring. Some way, somehow, they are on the favorable side of the bracket and they've made it all the way here. How legit a threat is Switzerland? I mean, how legit and how can England get better from all the action we've seen?
Switzerland are a threat. I think tactically they are one of the most organized teams in the competition. And like we saw against Italy, not only do they have a solid shape and discipline, they do have threats going forward. And if England do not get their acts together, it will be very tough for them. We saw what the Swiss did against the Italians. And I remember when I was on TV with the guys previewing, and all the guys kept saying that, oh, it would be stale, it would be dry, it would be tough, and penalties. I kept telling them that I have a sneaky feeling Switzerland could do a number on the Italians. And they did. And that's the kind of team England are going to face. A team that is solid, but they have the explosiveness in midfield and players in attack who can actually cause problems. And I've seen this England team. Sometimes the defense looks off. It doesn't look like it's ready for the challenge of this tournament. And they will not have Maguire. So it means that Guy Southgate
he's really
needs
their
to
best defender in this tournament.
Yes. I don't know the combination he's going to try on Saturday. I do not know the combination he's going to try on Saturday.
He'll come up with something interesting, trust me.
Yeah. And
he will start as your concert.
at centre back.
Yeah.
With John Stones.
Yeah.
So you start
I
concert.
am hearing.
It's an experiment.
Or he's going to go a back three.
Experiment.
I'm hearing he's going to go a back three.
Yeah.
If you look at the report coming from Germany, it's saying that he's going to do a back three, and then with the back three will be Kyle Walker, John Stones, and then Konsa. And then he would do the wing backs of Trent and then Trippier. And I hear for the first time Luke Shaw is
In
being looked
contention.
at. He's in contention to start or come off the bench.
I don't think it's
And
healthy
then,
to start.
I don't think it's healthy to
then
start.
once he does that, then it will be what happened in the middle of the park. Does he go?
He has to go with Rice.
2-1?
Yeah, he
I
has
think
to
he has
go-
to do with. I think he has to go with
Experiment.
Rice
Experiment.
Rice and Bellingham.
Experiment again
and Meno.
Experiment.
I'm
Rice
hearing
and
that
Meno.
it is Rice and Meno.
That's what
Then
he did
Foden
last
and Bellingham. Then Harry Kane.
Oh, so he's going to play Foden and Bellingham behind Kane.
behind Kane, and that will allow Foden to come a bit central alongside.
Well,
I think if he does that,
Is it going to fetch the result?
it may give them a
It
good
may
chance. It
give
may
them a
give them
good
a very
chance.
good chance of going through.
And Southgate also has to, again, like Roberto Martinez, quickly realize when there's a need to make a change and not hold back. In that game against Slovenia, I give him credit. Slovakia, sorry. He threw on, like, I thought the changes he made were helpful. Ivan Toney really helped England. They had a target.
But that was a huge gamble.
It was a gamble.
He did that change.
He's been doing that
the
for-
last
minute.
And according to him himself, Ivan Toney asked him, "Are you serious? You expecting me to go and help change this?" You understand? And truth be told, Ivan Toney was not directly involved in the
Of
equalizing goal. It was the goal
That-
that
that-
won them the
yeah.
game. So you realize that it wasn't about Toney in that 89th or 90th minute goal
Yeah, it was a
that
Bellingham
Bellingham
goal.
scored. It was
Just England getting desperate and throwing it. But like I'm saying, Southgate will have to think about the changes very quickly. That second part of the game where they managed to go 2-1
Yeah.
tells him, or it should tell him, what he has, the kind of quality he has in players like Ivan Toney, what they can do, hold the ball up and bring others in. Because I feel that when Kane plays alone up top, I can tell he's really struggling. Sometimes he has to drop deep to link up the play. And once he's dropping deep, nobody is going beyond him. Nobody is going beyond him. Because, man, if you ask, my initial tactical plan for England would have had Kane playing in the hole and Watkins up top. So when Kane drops, Watkins is going beyond the defense, and then you change as and when you go
And
along.
Watkins has shown this season that he's a great link-up player. Some way, somehow, Southgate can't find space for him in his team.
So, Nketia, one thing that is very sure and certain, that England will have to play better.
That is it. They will have to improve.
They have to improve.
Intensity-wise?
Then intensity-wise,
Look, everything about them.
the
their
shape, the
passing,
discipline, the tactics.
the movement,
And they will have, then
on and off the ball
England
with
need to have life about
life in
them.
them. Exactly.
And if
For
you
them to navigate this particular hurdle, anything of the shadow of what we've seen in their 4 games, they'll be booted out of the tournament.
And if you're a manager and there are members in your squad who keep saying that I have to play, I can, you know,
I can influence the
I
game.
can influence the game.
I'm coming.
I am the guy to bring some sort of change.
Southgate,
Who is this? Cole Palmer?
Cole Palmer
and
said
then
it.
Southgate,
Concern himself.
after 4 games, should be in the position, like any other good coach,
To know
and make the most difficult decision if it is going to improve the team. What he should be doing on Saturday, tomorrow, first and foremost, I think he should demand a bit more from the players. We are saying Southgate.
to be fair.
And we are leaving the players as if they are not to be held
This
responsible.
one, I agree with Coach perfectly.
He needs to demand a bit more. Look, we watch Walker, Foden,
yeah.
Declan Rice. Mention them. We watch them at club level. All these guys have been a pale shadow of themselves in the tournament.
The best
Only
player in
blaming
England.
the balance of the balance. But if you look at, yes, the balance of the team may not be right, but the simple receive, pass, move, intensity wise, that
They are not
players
doing it.
are to own as their responsibility.
But
They are
coach,
not doing
coach,
it.
that sits in your system or principles.
I'm coming.
Principles of
I
play.
don't
You
see
actually-
of a system that says you shouldn't pass the ball.
Well, that's basic, but
I don't see of a system that
That says you
says
shouldn't-
your off the ball movement
No, you-
shouldn't
you have to do
allow
a
you to
lot
pass
more.
the ball.
Yeah.
I don't see of a system that say
You
that
should be lackadaisical
this
in
guy
your
in your
effort.
approach, in your
Yep.
effort.
But coach, the passing rhythm, it should follow a certain path.
That's what I'm
We
saying.
get that. But we are saying
It
that
should
as
follow.
players,
As players.
show a bit more effort. And I agree. I think
I'll
England's
give you an
players
example.
have not.
I'll give you an example. England thought that they got that equalizer around the 70th minute through Phil Foden, but they got chopped off because of VAR. Phil Foden couldn't stay onside. He couldn't be disciplined enough to stay onside to receive a simple pass from Kieran Trippier.
There was no way
you shouldn't be offside
from
there.
that.
You are the best player in the EPL last season, and you can't have the discipline to stay onside to apply a simple tap in and score a goal.
Because the movement was so obvious and clear that you knew, everybody saw that
the ball was coming to you
and then you score.
Just stay onside.
So-
you couldn't stay onside.
So-
It was very disappointing.
So Nketiah, he needs to demand from them. Two, he himself
He needs to demand more from
needs to
himself.
demand more from
Absolutely.
more from himself.
My point.
And that is where the shape of the team comes in. Look,
Now, coach,
In
if you put in
tomorrow's
that
game-
percentage,
Let him finish.
no, if you
Let him
put in that
no, no.
percentage,
In tomorrow's game, you see the Swiss, take it or leave it. They've been one of the best team in the tournament.
Yeah.
Yep.
They've been well coached.
Yep.
It's
The
like
players apply
themselves to whatever the coach is asking them to do.
In fact, they are doing
So
above. They are
Exactly.
going above.
So if you are going to be playing against a team like that,
Yeah.
and you are missing your best centre back, look, we all didn't see the Crystal Palace boy to be England, but I think he's been their best player in the tournament. Maguire, the way he's gone
been
about his
super.
duty,
Yep.
super. Unfortunately, the card that is ruling him out of this game was a bad pass from Trippier, and he had to commit that foul, or else the guy was through on goal. So you're going to miss him. Now, if you're missing your best centre back, my worry is that John Stones will be overly concerned about the Aston Villa boy. Because he's not played in any major tournament. This is first
And he would want to guide him.
His first start.
He would want to try
They
and guide
want
him.
to babysit him and then guide him through, talk to, because Stones is going to be playing with a player he's never played before. You can only hope, if you're a Southgate, that Konsa will go in there and behave like a gay. This is also his very first major tournament from England. That is
At senior level, Gay
at
won the
senior
under
level,
17 World Cup.
Declan Rice. Most people are not talking about him. No more. He's been poor. He's been very poor. You see the sort of things that we saw Kobe Menu do the other day? He should be doing that. Now, okay, if the young boy is shown that he can do that, what you need to do is to play the ball a bit simple and intensify the passing. I don't think there's any team in the EPL that move the ball faster than Arsenal when they are in that rhythm. I understand these players are from different teams, but at that level, the intensity cannot be dependent on the coach. The players themselves will have to see the need to do that. Again, I have a problem why he's not playing the Newcastle boy.
Yeah.
Anthony Gordon.
I've said this. I can't believe you've got such a natural weapon. He's the only different sort of attacking player he's got. I don't know of a coach who wouldn't encourage variation in his attacking play.
Then Afuente is using variation to kill teams.
Exactly. You should, because he's so different. Give him the chance. Because yes, Kopama, I think he should be moving away from Saka. He's been very poor. Kopama has done enough
Harsh truths.
to end a starting position come tomorrow.
Yeah.
But the system would
He'll
determine
play Saka.
if you do a back three, a back five. I don't see where Kopama fits in from the start. But if he decides to do a back four, Saka is saying that he doesn't want to play at left back. He's a player. I don't remember the last time he played there. But in a major tournament like this, there are times where if you're a player, you need to sacrifice a bit more. If Saka's playing at left back, which is something he has done, he can do because he used to do it. That is where he actually started from. Just to get England to the semi-finals. And he's saying he doesn't want, he's gone public. That was one of the worst interviews I've seen. I've never seen well-established player go into a press conference and when they are asked,
and
would you want
openly
to, and openly say that, man, I don't want to play there. Players would not, I would do whatever I have to do for
Yep.
my team
Yep.
to qualify.
If
I
I'm-
need to play there,
If I'm Southgate, you end up on
no one time. So what was that statement?
Yeah.
So Southgate needs to rally the players around him. But enough of the English team. Look, the Swiss will give them a proper
Talk to me about them real
Right,
quick.
Look,
What have you liked?
Granit
about them?
Xhaka,
Yeah.
the coach among the players.
Yeah.
He's the coach among the players. He's the captain of this team. If you watch them play, no big names, but the way they apply themselves
as a team.
to the attacking play and defensive setup. Look, That's why I was so hurt when Turkey eliminated Austria. We all watched that game. That Austrian team showed no fear. They were brave. And I think that is another thing that the Swiss
they are
showing.
very brave.
They are very brave in whatever they are doing. And if you are not like a big name country when it comes to football, the best thing to carry you beyond in major tournament is a bit of bravery. And I'm happy they are brave. And tomorrow they will show the English team that they are brave.
They should not be afraid of
Are they capable of beating England? I hear, if you look at the statistics between the two teams, they hardly tend to beat England. But I think tomorrow will be a perfect chance.
And
the point I'm making here is that this English team cannot give us even 10% of what they've shown in their last 4 games. If they show anything, 10%,
Switzerland will punish them.
Switzerland will punish them and knock them out tomorrow.
Ben, I just want to add the quality.
Yeah.
The quality may not be like striking, right, in terms of Switzerland, but when you look at players like Ndoye, and I go back to the performance Ndoye had against Anthony Rudiger when they met Germany, he gave Rudiger all kinds of problems.
He worried John Stones and go
And
tomorrow.
so England will need to be very careful. Ndoye, the pace, the movement, the power,
the skill.
and Stones will have a lot on his hands. And the Swiss have all quality all around. Vargas, we saw the wonderful goal he scored. Granit Xhaka, brilliant. Remo Freuler in the middle of the park.
Burst through the middle, receive the ball, and finish.
You know, that is the kind of quality Switzerland have got. And these players believe that now is the time for them to make the jump.
Yeah.
And I think they are very capable of worrying England. But England, you see,
No, Harry Kane, Charlie, he's not what
Southgate, you see,
Going into the tournament, he was battling a back injury.
the point is
to be
that
honest
the
with you,
players
that's
need
why
to
he's-
find, you see, Ben,
he's unable to hold the ball.
Players
Right.
need to find a performance,
No,
right?
only one
You see, I always say that
ball.
England, when I look at Jude Bellingham, we talk about, people say, he hasn't done well. But you see, if half the England team had the willpower and the verve and the belief
Never
of
say
Jude
die
Bellingham,
attitude of that ball.
England would do better. Jude Bellingham may not stand out in terms of whatever, but Ben, when you see him running all over the pitch, fighting to the very end,
influences the
he's
game.
there. England need a lot more from the other guys who are older. Yeah, Ben, who are older and more experienced, because I would have expected the likes of Declan Rice to lead this team, Kane and Co. So, guys, Southgate needs to find a performance from his players, and he needs to make the right tactical decisions against Switzerland, so England can progress. Because I believe that if England can take it one game at a time, it may or may not happen, but they can make a statement and use this competition as a way of kind of seeing where they are
Already-
and then they think about the world.
Already the FA are saying that he's
leaving.
no, they've
He's-
given him a
he's
contract
staying.
extension to the World Cup.
So which means that now Southgate has to, even though he has that assurance, I believe he also has to remind everybody that this team can take steps forward, and it starts with that game against Switzerland.
Well, France and Portugal started the second half. That first half really stunk. XG of 0.06 and 0.09.
Would you to be a boring?
I mean,
How can you do this?
Then it will be like that because everybody wants to protect themselves, and when you, and especially when it's Didier Deschamps as your opponent, forget it.
0.06
He's
and
not opening up.
0.09.
And this game can look. He granted very recently there was a press conference where he was asked about this style of play. He says, "What are you people talking about? This style has won me a World Cup.
That's it.
It has won me a Nations League. So until the day it stops working, then we can have a conversation of playing differently.
Until
Until that day,
And that's why I say you criticize Gary Southgate because at the end of the day, he hasn't won anything.
He has reached a final.
But relax. But in the course of England's history, have they had a sustained period of success? Like they have under Gary Southgate.
To be fair,
They made it to the European final.
To be fair, the European
made it
final,
to
I
the-
think is their best in the Euros.
In the best in the Euros.
That's the
of course, they have never made the
They've
final.
made it to the World Cup semi-final.
They've done that before.
Yes, they've done that before.
They've done that in
to be
1990.
honest- but to be
I'm saying
honest,
the fact of
aside
the matter is
1990,
period. That
in the
is why
period.
they will not win anything. Because if you are saying that
Where you
we
peg your
should-
successor.
at celebrating silver medal,
No, I'm not saying that. You should celebrate
quarterfinals,
silver medal.
he's gone to the final.
Yeah.
A final I would have won against that Italian team. I beg you, yeah. Allow him killing him make a bunuchi mena menya medofui. You may.
Show proudly brought to us by Winner Big, and Winner Big is bigger and will give you constant cash prizes. With just 5 Ghana cedis, you can get yourself a ticket and stand a chance to win 500 Ghana cedis daily. Your ticket also enters you into a weekly draw for an amazing 1,000 Ghana cedis. Imagine the possibilities that make it 1 ticket, 2 chances. Participating is easy. Just dial *920*66# and follow the prompts to purchase your desired ticket. You can download the Winner Big app on both iOS and Android Play Store to play and win. Visit our website on www.winnerbig.com to purchase your tickets. Weekly draw happens on Friday, 4 p.m. and the results will be announced on Sports Panorama. Make sure you get your tickets early to prepare for the big day. Winner Big, cash the flow, sir. Winner Big, 1 ticket, 2 chances. Now, Tsco, of course, we are surrounded by the goodness of Tsco, so I don't need to say more. The latest chocolate beverage drink on the market from Promashiro Ghana Limited. Producers of Cowbell.
Latest.
Yeah, latest, Charlie.
Latest. Shouts to Gabi Milito. Latest. Very latest. Very latest.
Charlie, you both should stop misbehaving.
Latest. Latest. Oh, latest.
A combination of energy boosting minerals and vitamins, including B vitamins, C, D, iron, and many more. Tsco is available in 20 grams and can be found at your nearest neighborhood store in a delightful red sachet for only 1 cedi, 80 pesos. Enjoy the goodness with some hot water, you know.
Vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin D, B2, B3, B6, B12. Hey, no more calcium.
Why wouldn't you be smart when you drink this?
Look, my 5-6-year-old girl.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what she's been doing. There was a spelling bee at her school, involved from the kindergarten all the way.
Yeah.
So she was part, and she came third. But since that day, whatever she reads, she's a good reader. Whatever she reads, she tends to spell the words.
Oh,
so hello, Bennett, Tsco.
The power of Tsco, retentive memory.
The sort of thing she's doing.
Retentive.
I will vitamin C.
Are you telling me that Tsco gives people retentive memory?
Vitamins.
Messi, Azar, come on. Me na fie na ke wonu game nyenke yo mo fa mo agbele da na tonko wo mi bele mo da no tonko wo semi ona o semi ane no semi no na ke onwe denche come on vitamins in your body. I get vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin D3, B2, B6, B12, calcium, zinc.
Let's take a quick turnaround on the show. When we come back, we'll end the discussion on the Euros with the Dutch team. They have a date with the Turks, and then we'll talk about the Afcon 2025 qualifiers. Ghana has a date with Kwesi Mayele up here. Let's take a quick turnaround. We'll be right back here on the show.
City 97.3 Accra.
Guess what? Now you can win cash every day. Cash just the flow, sir. Winnerbig is your cash companion, your bestie, always ready to sprinkle a little extra joy into your life. Head to winnerbig.com, WINABIG.com, or dial *920*66#. Grab your ticket for just 5 Ghana cedis, and voila! You could just be winning you some cash. 1 ticket, 2 chances. Download the Winnerbig app on both Android and iOS smartphones. Follow us on our social media pages for more. Winnerbig, cash the flow. Winnerbig is regulated by the National Lottery Authority on the Caritas Lottery platform.
The city is alive on 97.3.
Benjamin and Ketia here, Sports Panorama. Let's finish off the discussion on the Euros. The Dutch national team up against Turkey. Orange have also blown hot and cold this competition. That should be an open end-to-end game. Snap thoughts, guys, on that game. Nathan Abeku, yeah, just quick thoughts on that game before we move it on. Who wins that one? Turkey? Netherlands?
Turkey, Netherlands. Oh, yeah, Netherlands.
Netherlands, yeah.
Netherlands.
Netherlands?
I'm going with Netherlands. Yeah.
Nathan?
At the end of the day, Demiral isn't going to play because he's been banned 2 games by UEFA over the goal celebration that he put out after scoring twice against Austria. And some of these things are some of these issues are the things that drive coaches mad because if you don't celebrate in that gesture with that gesture, what will happen? The world won't come crashing down. You celebrate, you scored a goal, celebrate, have fun. But do you have to go and make a gesture that mocks the opponent in a way that will get you banned? For me, honestly, it was very unnecessary. And right now, he's practically handicapped Turkey a little bit. But one good thing for Turkey is that Çalhanoğlu will return to the setup because in their last game, he didn't feature. And that's a good addition. But at the end of the day, look at the Dutch. They are that kind of team that, yes, they are talented. They weren't expected to win the tournament. They are not also favorites, but they are under some kind of pressure nevertheless, and they kind of struggled in the group stages, but once you get that big important win like they did against Romania in the round of 16, everything just improves. It becomes some kind of a boost for them, for those kind of players, and I've seen it happen so many times in previous competitions, and honestly I see them being able to get one over Turkey. It's the semi-final that should be a bit tricky, looking at the teams that they might looking at the team that they might likely play against, which is England. That could be a tricky setup, but against this Turkey side that has major flaws defensively, and with Cody Gakpo playing as confident as he is playing, I definitely see Netherlands getting the win. Initially,
Orange there, he's different.
Oh yeah. Because it's all about confidence. Again, it goes down to confidence. At Liverpool, look at the players that line up on the left side of the attack. There's Luis Diaz, there's Diogo Jota. And he knows that if he lines up on the left side, he has maximum 65 minutes to deliver or 60 minutes to deliver. So other than that, he's getting yanked into the central striker spot or he's getting taken off. And the central striker spot, it's not his best position. He's always uncomfortable in that position. But with the Dutch national team, it's more or less like that left side of the attack is his. And this time around, he's producing because he's confident. Ronald Koeman had issues with his tactic and personnel, the one who lines up on the right side. The last game, he got it right by picking Stig Bergwijn. Yep. He gives you that high press. Donyell Malen doesn't give you that. Xavi Simons doesn't give you that consistently. And once he got that tactic right and had Xavi Simons playing in the hole behind Memphis Depay through the middle, everything worked out for the Netherlands with Tijani Reinders and Schouten being at the base of their midfield.
You've mentioned the player I've grown to love, Tijani Reinders. I've really enjoyed watching him play in the competition, the calmness, the composure.
Milan boy, right?
I've enjoyed watching him, right? I've been really enjoyed.
And the crazy thing is that the Netherlands, this is their second-rate midfield that they are using, because their first-rate midfield will be Frankie De Jong, Koop Meiners, and Martin de Roon, and all missed the tournament because of injuries.
I didn't actually think
you should cut them some slack.
They don't have Martin de Roon.
You should cut them some slack. Honestly, you should cut them some slack. This is a second-rate kind of midfield that they are using, and so they should cut them some slack. But at this point, they have that needed confidence to be able to get over the edge, especially against Turkey.
Let's get into some African stuff because we have the Afcon 2025 qualifiers. It's 12 groups. Top 2 teams to qualify. Group A has Tunisia, Madagascar, Comoros, and the Gambia. Group B has Morocco, Gabon, the Central African Republic, and Lesotho. Group C has Egypt, Cape Verde, Mauritania, and Botswana. Group D, Nigeria, Benin, Libya, and Rwanda. That looks like a very tricky group. Group E has Algeria, Equatorial Guinea, Togo, and Liberia. Group F has Ghana, Angola, Sudan, and Niger. Very tricky group. Group G has Cote d'Ivoire, Zambia, Sierra Leone, and Chad. Group H has DR Congo, Guinea, Tanzania, and Ethiopia. Group I has Mali, Mozambique, Guinea-Bissau, and Eswatini. Group J has Cameroon, Namibia, Kenya, and Zimbabwe. Group K has South Africa, Uganda, Congo, and South Sudan. And then Group L has Senegal, Burkina Faso, Malawi, and Burundi. Now, obviously, as Ghanaians, the group that would catch our eye is F because that's where we are from. And Kwesi Appiah is in the mix. The resurgent Kwesi Appiah. The rejuvenated Kwesi Appiah. The stone the builders rejected Kwesi Appiah.
10 cornerstone.
Oh, Charlie. Yo, tell me about that particular group and talk to us particularly about Appiah and his Sudan team. What's all the noise about? What has he done with this team that makes them so special, that has them riding high in their World Cup qualifiers?
Well, for starters, they don't concede too many goals, and you have to cut them some slack in terms of the draws that they've been able to get. They've been getting a bit of favorable draws, and the schedule has also been favorable to them because if you look at the World Cup qualifiers, they lead their group B. After 4 games, and that same group has the likes of DR Congo and Senegal in it, but they haven't played against Senegal yet. And fortunately for them, they've managed to take advantage of DR Congo and got a win, and that has given them that bit of confidence to go on this wonderful run that they are on. And the best part of it is that they are playing games away from home. It could be a positive, it could be a negative, but in this case, it looks like it's a positive because they are not playing under that intense pressure that you normally have when you are playing in Sudan, be it in Omdurman or be it in Khartoum. It comes with a lot of pressure, and because of the, I believe, civil war issues happening in Sudan, various military factions fighting over there, so they are playing their games, their home games on neutral locations, and that has also helped them build up this very young team. And Kwesi Appiah, I mean, take it or love it or hate it, he is good when it comes to qualifiers. When it comes to qualifiers, getting teams to qualify to a tournament, he is practically brilliant.
And I think he plays some of the most underrated attacking football we've seen down here because if I remember correctly,
his team put 6 past the Egyptians.
If I remember correctly,
that wasn't
we've not played fluid attacking football since he departed.
Since he left.
We've also not been averaging 3 goals. In fact, when he was here, he was doing 2 goals,
3.
All that stuff is gone.
Yeah, and for me, that gives him that bit of edge coming into these qualifiers. And we should take them very seriously because at the end of the day, what they've been able to do, it's not a fluke. And that's where when you mentioned this group is quite tricky, I agree with you perfectly because if it's a straightforward battle between Sudan and Ghana, it's no problem. But you have to factor in Angola, what they did at the 2023 Afcon. That adds a bit of spice to this group, and we have to be very careful because we can't afford any slips. It's not like the FIFA World Cup qualifiers where you have 6 teams and you have 10 games where you can have a slow start as we did. We lost to Comoros and we beat I believe it was Mali.
Central Africa.
We had quite a slow start, but we've recovered. And now we are in a good state to qualify to the World Cup. But with this, the games are fewer, and the opponents are quite tricky, as you mentioned, because they can spring easy surprises on us, and we have to be dead on with our concentration from start to finish. But I honestly believe we'll qualify.
I'm not too. I won't get drawn into the subplots, and I always say when competitions or when there are draws, there are always subplots that are contrived and cooked just to get more people to follow. What I want to talk about, I want to talk about the ethics of this Kwesi Appiah thing, and the ethics bother me. Right? Is he not an executive committee member of the Ghana FA? He is. And he is head coach of the Sudanese national team.
He is.
And his national team is going to play against the Black Stars.
That's right.
I wonder how that's going to play out.
So there are quotes from the FA spokesperson Henry Asante Chum. It says it is within his, into parentheses, Kwesi Appiah's right to accept any job opportunity that comes to him.
Yes.
It is an issue of governance. What is right and what is not right. We will consult FIFA's governance people on the matter and act on what they say. So this is...
I'm going to consult FIFA on this matter. You don't need to... So what do you think FIFA will say you should do? You want to consult FIFA on this matter. It's a matter of ethics. It's a matter of integrity.
You think Kwesi Appiah should be stepping down as ESCO?
Because he cannot be
is that?
an executive committee member or executive council member of the Ghana FA.
Ghana's most powerful body.
Think about it. He's an executive council member
Yep.
of Ghana's Football Association.
He sits in a meeting that will require Coach Otto Addo to come and defend the selection of players into the Blasters. He's entitled to that. You don't consult
I like where you are going
He's
with this.
head coach of Sudan.
Yeah.
So when there's a Black Stars, so when there's an
and
executive,
technical director for Kumasi Asante.
very good. So when there's a
Hey, Mayele.
so when there's an executive council meeting, James Kwesi Appiah can sit in that meeting. What if the agenda for the day, like Chris said, is Otoado's team selection?
Oh, it's about the Black Stars.
What are we doing?
Ways and means, how we plan for our
what are we
games.
doing?
We are planning against Sudan. He sits in the meeting.
he sits in
okay,
the
this is what
meeting.
you're going to do. Look at these people. I'm going to deal with you good. Then he takes it to
Then
them.
he will go and
There's
handle
a
Sudan.
double conflict of interest here.
Why?
Even the people of Sudan say will not even trust the man.
Yes, Ben. Then from that end, they also don't trust him because they say that, but
Should
this
they
guy
perform badly and lose
and
heavily?
they'll say this guy.
Awam. Awam coach. So you see, look, truth be told, this is not the matter you consult FIFA on. Call the man. That look, for his own integrity's sake, some of these things you apply simple morals, ethics, like Nathan was. It's about ethics, because he cannot tell me there's no conflict of interest here. There is.
It's as clear
and it's
as
huge.
daylight.
It is huge. You see, the ESCO people are responsible for development of football in this country, and that includes the Black Stars of Ghana. You understand? So if you have an ESCO member, like Henry said, it is within his right to accept any.
After that, yes.
That one, yeah.
Yes,
But here is the
but
case
one-
where the job now is conflicting with his
National interest.
his job here as an ESCO member. You don't consult FIFA on this.
Yep.
You know the way we do our things here in Ghana. Call the man. Talk to him. Look, under the current circumstance, you cannot.
It's not possible for you to hold
Yes.
these
No.
rules.
Can you play the two roles to the best of your ability without leaning towards the other? The people of Sudan may have issues with this.
Yep.
We have issues with it. Me, if I was the one, I choose the Sudan's job because I would not leave over $25,000 a month and go and sit in an ESCO where I'm not given
ESCO
a dime.
is sweet, oh.
Oh, me not harm anymore. Me not harm.
He's okay.
I'm a Nachi, but you cannot equate that to what he's getting in Sudan.
Sudan is a wealthy nation.
You understand?
They pay a lot of money.
So Ben, so for me, I feel that we need to have that conversation, and the FA needs to clarify this
I think it's unavoidable.
very quickly.
I think it's unavoidable.
Before the qualifiers begin, before something funny happens,
Yep.
and now we'll come back and say, "Oh, we should have done it."
You know what's funny, right? About how even Kwesi Appiah as an ESCO member, because I feel like when he was Black Stars head coach, he didn't see eye to eye with a lot of people in this particular.
No, but at the end of the day,
Voted.
he's
I mean, that's
there.
what I'm saying.
Not because of them.
on the ticket of his club.
He's on his
But
club.
It's just really
You see,
interesting.
and
But
then look, the people of Kotoko too.
Yeah.
Let me give them. You see, Akwesi is on the ESCO because Kotoko nominated him to there. You look at what has happened. Please, some of these things, Yabesre, Obakpafai, the Kotoko hierarchy. Call your son and draw his attention to these things and work it out. Simple.
See, butterfly effect. A Kotoko problem has generated into a national problem.
But you know the amazing thing here. Some of us saw this thing coming up. Because at the end of the day, when Kotoko nominated him, we had not voted. We had not gone to Congress when he got the job at Sudan.
Yep.
Some of us said that if he's gone for the job, how well is he going to perform his duty as an ESCO member? And people were preempted that we would be Biamu Casado do Europe. No. Come on, Nile Ahon Yajano.
This situation we are in, it is unavoidable. I think something will have to give.
Yes, something will have to give.
In the next couple of
years. Don't sit there, John Lawrence Atizig. Then Kwesi asks him, why are you calling at him?
Let's stop it. So let me activate the phone line.
And they went together. Yeah. Together. 2014 World Cup. Otuado was one of the scouts for Kwesi Appiah.
So my former boss. We call Kwesi
our team very well.
We call Kwesi Appiah. ESCO meeting today. We are coming to discuss Black Stars. Or that one they wait for him.
No, he's entitled to be at that meeting.
Exactly.
We should not put ourselves.
You don't pick and choose who should be at that meeting.
Let me activate the phone lines and give some people some hampers.
Yes, it's very important.
Tsco is all about goodness. Nathan, I'll let you do 2 questions for me. I'll do 3 Tsco questions and you can do 2 Euros questions.
Oh, okay.
You can have your pick of the lot. So let me announce the phone line 0302 230 075 0302 230 075. I'll make today's questions as easy as possible. Senior Man Pam has come for his hamper.
And then my friend too from Ashie came for his hamper.
He's the one you met him at the car park.
Yeah, I met him.
That's Senior Man Pam.
No.
Oh, not him.
I came here. I was here. Was it yesterday? No, I was here on Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was here on Wednesday around 1 o'clock.
He called me. I forgot the name. But he's also come for it. So people are taking their hampers. Come for your hampers.
Charlie, it was rich.
Yeah.
The hamper I saw. No more.
0302 224 959 0302 230 075. If you don't call in, I'll give the hampers to the texters. The people who have been texting into the show so that I will close the show. Ask you some questions on the Euros as well. Meanwhile, it's still goalless between Portugal and France. Ali, they say the game they stink. How can you be parading all these stars and be playing this nasty football? Like I'm saying, there's no bigger waste of time in this world than a goalless draw. No bigger waste of time. I'm telling you. Let me see if I get some callers into the show. 0302 230 075 0302 224 959 and 0302 226 171. Let me read some messages coming through. Mikey from Gulf City, I saw that one. It's been scrolled away. King Selassie from Adenta Pantine said Roberto Martinez is a bad coach. He had this Belgium golden generation and did nothing better with them. He can't do anything better with this Portuguese team. Sam from Accra says England has as many knockout wins during Southgate's tenure as they had between 1968 and 2016. Southgate boy, like I'm saying, and that's the context.
I can't walk up.
True, but
there's no tangible to show.
But there's context.
That's why they will get knocked out. Contest.
Prosper from a
mini contest.
Ben, this Ronaldo issue. If I'm Ronaldo, I will tire for football after the tournament because he has reached his peak and is declining. If care is not taken, he will ruin all his great achievements this year.
He said this is his last.
I don't want this career to be the law of marginal returns in economics. Charlie, you take go far. Jan from Community 25 Thomas says there's no way anyone will get closer to a free kick where Ronaldo is on the pitch except the GOAT himself leaves, period. Yao is right. Ciro may have the highest free kick coming into this tourney, but ask yourself, after how many attempts? Even I can make at least 5 goals from 100. Look at you can do it. Let's be serious, my brother.
You your own self won't put goalkeeper in.
Don't mind you if it's gone one.
Over the bar, so
Papa King said, what is this guy talking about? Such people. What if Ronaldo scored? He says these things. Well, as for what if they are there. Coming from Santa Maria said, I actually feel bad for Anthony Taylor. He tried to let the game flow, but not booking Toni Kroos earlier. Said the tone caused Germany was being physical. After Pedri went off, Spain also began with the tackles. Then the ref had no choice. Cards started flowing. Mikey from Gulf City says that please, you guys didn't touch on Copa. Charlie, the Copa there, it has become a watered down tournament.
The fact is, we don't even have time to watch
a tournament.
We got time now.
The tournament. I think I'm experiencing some issues with my phone lines. So what I will do is that I will What I will do is that I will give away the prizes to my texters. I'll give away to
the technicians are going to check on it.
If not, my texters on Didi. Yeah, the texters will get the goodies. (0302) 230-075 and 0302-224-959. Couple of shout outs right now as we wait. Okay, I think I have a call on the line. Yes. So the problem has been resolved. The callers can call in now. Hey Charlie, the lines are already blinking crazy. Anyway, please put my first caller through. Let me talk to him real quick. Hello. Hi, sir, your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Francis. I'm calling from Spintex.
Francis, your full name. You know, we are giving away things, so we need your full name.
Okay, my name is Agbekuji Francis. I'm calling from Spintex.
You say Agbekuji
Francis.
Okay, we have your name down. Now, just name 2 of the vitamins you can find in Tsco. 2, just 2.
Please come again.
Name 2 vitamins you can find in Tsco. Francis has run away. Nah, Francis. No, Charlie, you don't try. It doesn't get us.
One chassis. Hey,
let me take another caller. This will be better. Hello. Hi, your name and where you're calling from?
My name is K.
K?
Yes.
No, K, you need to mention your full name. I'm giving you a hamper, so you need to mention your full name. K?
G-Man.
G-Man?
Yes.
Okay. We'll take your name down. But just to roll over that question, name 2 of the vitamins that we have in Tsco. 2, just 2.
Oh, I can mention G1, vitamin G1.
Uh-huh.
And we have vitamin K.
Uh-huh. And what?
Vitamin K.
Vitamin K. Which one is that? My brother. Which one is vitamin K?
What's the vitamin K?
Hold on.
Vitamin K.
Oh, let me listen to it. Hold on. Can you say what? Vitamin B1 and what?
B2, B6.
It's okay. We'll give it to you. Charlie. Okay, you nearly played the ball go through.
Roberto Martinez is coaching.
Maybe the fear.
Hey, Bruno Fernandes, you're only player who has tested the French goalkeeper twice.
You're not serious.
In the last 5 minutes. You've substituted him.
Let me talk to K. Hold on. Let me talk to K. K, are you still on the line?
Coaching.
I think we've lost K, but we have his number here, so you can pass through within the week, show ID, and then take your hamper. Let me take another caller who's on the line. Hello. Hi, your name and where you are calling from?
My name is Ishmael. I'm calling from Abuja.
Charlie Ishmael, the vim you take, pick the card where you take talk there. If you don't get the question correct, I go vex with you. What's your full name, Ishmael? Full name.
My name is Ishmael Entry Adakwa.
Ishmael Entry Adakwa. Good. I'll let you speak to Nathan on this one. Nathan, talk to him.
Hello, Ishmael.
Yes, boss.
How are you doing?
I'm very well, sir.
Wonderful. I just need you to answer a very simple question. Okay. Now, I want you to tell me the 2 teams that contested the final of Euro 96.
Oh, and the answer.
Ishmael. Soften it up.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so Ishmael, I'm going to mention
the last Euro final.
Give me possible answers.
I'm going to mention a series of teams. Okay. I want you to complete the sequence for me.
Okay.
Now there are teams that have won the Euros before, and I'm going to mention them in order. So I'll leave the last one, and then you complete. Are you okay?
Nathan is a proper lecturer.
Okay, are you ready? So in order. So I want you to complete the sequence for me. Netherlands, Denmark, Germany, France, Greece. Greece. And which country should follow?
This is easy.
Spain.
Very good.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Smell, Entry, Adakwa. I think I got the name right.
Yes, please. Adakwa. Ishmael Entry Adakwa.
Nice one. We've taken your name down. Just pass through within the week, show ID, and pick up your
When
hand.
you drink Tsco, you not Ada.
No, Ismail was going to say, you're saying something. Just finish it before we go.
I think our producers will talk to him often.
Okay, I think we'll just talk to you first. So thank you very much. If you didn't get this one, I'll be upset.
It's very simple. Are you sure? Okay, let's
Germany and then who?
Czech Republic.
He can't get the Czech.
You can get it.
96.
Let's get one more. Let's do two more. Nathan, I'll let you have this as well. Hello, good evening. Hello, Charlie. We have one more. We have a call on the line. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, your name and where you're calling from?
Prince Kujo.
Prince Kujo.
Yes,
Prince, where are you calling us from?
from Achimota.
Nice one there. Big shout outs to the people in Achimota. Prince, Nathan will talk to you. Very easy, very friendly questions. Just answer right and take away your hamper. Go ahead, Nathan.
Okay, Prince, are you there?
Yes. Yes, I'm here.
Wonderful. Now, France have won the Euros twice in their history. Okay? One in 1984. When did they win the other title?
Euro 2000.
Very good.
Prince Kujo.
Yes.
Prince Kujo. No,
Yes.
Prince. Quick action, Jai. You be hard, guy. No, you see, the
That
way,
one is easy.
no, the way you call the himself, like if you know get on, like I go vex.
I go worry.
So nice one. Bring ID during the week. Pick up your hamper. Thank you very
Okay,
much.
Okay, please, I want to say something.
Quick one.
We are live.
Oh, you be hard, guy. You be hard, guy. Let me take one more caller. I'll let this be a. Hey,
The question.
relax.
But you should take a
The guy
stand.
mean the Tsco rough.
Charlie, hold on. Your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Yodate Lamte, calling from Osu.
Ni Odatelante from Osu.
No more na kasi Tsco e bauchi de.
Odate calling from Paradise Children Academy.
Hey. Charlie, Ni Odatelante make wild rough.
And the summer of Lanteja will be association.
Hey. Ni, this one, just do something small for me. I won't even stress you out.
Okay.
Name one of the colors in the Tsco label. One of the colors in the Tsco label or package. Just one.
Yellow.
Okay, I think there's yellow in it. I'll let you have that. I'll let you have that. Ni Odate Lamte from Osu.
No. He's
Odate. Oh, sorry. Odate. Sorry.
The summer of the Lanteja will be association.
Thank you very much, my brother. I like the view. All you need to do, bring your ID within the week and pick up your hamper. Thank you very much, Ni. Charlie. No, I love my callers. Unfortunately, we can't take any more calls. Let's do some quick shout outs before we leave the studio. Who's time first?
No
Nathan?
more. Agbagbe.
The bell has been rung, so I don't have to say a lot.
No more fogbe ami.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Inumwele love. Numwele lakab. Numwele love. No more fogbe.
This is love.
Yeah. So happy birthday to my best half.
That's right.
To the CEO herself.
That's right.
The one and only madam.
That's right.
Mrs. Q herself.
That's right.
Happy birthday to my wife.
Nana, my friends kakra kahon.
Oh.
My friends kakra.
Make our friends.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wish her birthday in French.
Ok, joyeux anniversaire ma femme, ma chère. Je t'aime bien.
That's right.
Que Dieu vous bénisse.
Who to me yes Spanish crowd to bar me.
Oh. Feliz cumpleaños mi amor.
Ah, Charlie.
Et que Dios te bendiga.
Ouch. Say French poquito, Spanish poquito. Nathan, give me grande. South.
Oh yeah, big shouts to
You wait. I have two, so I do.
Okay, one. Okay, sure.
Birthday shouts to our colleague Nakwama.
Oh,
You know Nakwama, she's sporting royalty.
No more. Oleleko. In the benefit any be. Nah.
Her father is
You will never disappoint me. I'm telling you. She's listening to me. She understands exactly. Bossu, Kena.
Is it when he said? When he said you never disappoint, I thought he was talking about something serious.
Oh no, the husband is my very good friend.
Yeah, Kojo
so he has his package.
Champion engineer.
Triple now you bear the wall.
Triple smooth, triple tough.
Look, Bossu, this one it goes to a very special lady. No more. A 4 dench. Her name is spelled Nana Amafrimpong, aka Kiki O Kiki. Kiki O Kiki. Kiki. This is from Coach Nimble. I would like in Kenya my job. Ona ohe 4. Enakwe banagbe. Your beauty will shine.
Hey, Charlie.
She's worked at GNA Probis Enterprise.
Thank you very much.
GNA Probis Enterprise.
Thank you.
Nana. No, Pel Nana Amafrimpong.
No.
Okay, you wa job.
No, why you need?
No clicking. No omlangme.
You need to fumble.
Omlangme. No play. Yeah, yes, amen. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, big shouts to my man Dominic Asante Chumesi. Tomorrow is your birthday. Big shouts to you. He's in Takrade. He always listens to Citi FM, especially Sports Panorama, aka Precum,
Charlie, the name is dangerous.
Oh yeah, I don't want to mention the full name.
The full name. It's okay.
I don't want to mention the full name. So yeah, Precum. Yeah. AKA call me daddy. AKA call me daddy. Yeah, come there as I do you with. Otadia. Every Friday go Ote. Oh, stream a live link no. Yeah, Panorama live link was Citi Sports or YouTube. Yeah, so big shouts to you, Dominic. Yeah, more blessings to you. Tomorrow's your big day. Yeah, big shouts to you.
Nice one.
No, so shout out to big shout out to my big man the MP also Makafansano and or MP Fun Kwesi Seche senior man kasa Kwesi Babesrao.
Thank you. Charlie, yesterday was the birthday of a very beautiful lady. A lady,
you know beautiful ladies.
No, wow. All my friends are beautiful. If you be all my friends are beautiful. Look,
if you be a big
Mrs. Tina Nambo. Yesterday was her birthday. Young lady from your lovely husband.
Camille?
Yeah.
Oh,
Camille's sister.
Oh, yeah.
From your lovely husband. Mr. Nambon himself. Mr. Jeff. Jeff says I should tell his wife that your beauty will forever remains his motivation. He loves you so much. And God bless you for being the mother to his 2 wonderful boys. Happy belated birthday. This program has always been her number 1 program.
We
are grateful, Mrs. Tina Nambo. God bless you and get more beautiful.
Let me do 2 quick ones before I go. First one to Omane Mensa Bones. Yesterday was the 4th of July. He shares birthday with the United States
of America.
No, he's a big man.
Oh, yeah,
no, he's a big man.
Come Uncle Visa.
No, he has gone. No, he went to Chelsea there recently and came back.
No, you see, now you even the counselor at the embassy when he shows the birthday 4th July
business development.
Along qualifies
FM Channel 1 TV. Omane Mensa Bones.
He's a big man. Charlie, happy belated
Let me not say more. Let me do another one for my big man at Stanchart, Mr. Chris Diaba. He's doing a quick shout to his twin daughters.
Wow.
Yeah, Karis and Cherise.
Hey, girls and their father.
Charlie.
Girls and their father.
Charlie, a very special and blessed birthday.
Happy
Love
birthday,
from
girls.
Dad and Mom.
Happy birthday,
Christian
girls.
and Patience Diaba.
Yeah.
So
Christian and Patience.
Karis and Cherise. Daddy and Mommy say, Charlie, they
happy
love
birthday.
you very much.
Grow up in the Lord. Amen.
Thank you very much. That's it from us here. My name is Benjamin Nketiah. I had a big quarter. Yahweh J. Mintan, Nathan Kwar, and Coach Christopher Nimley. So proudly brought to us by Tsco and also Winner Big. Thank you guys for the messages. Thank you for those who called in as well. And to the prize winners, do come along with your IDs within the week. Pick up your hampers. Until then, keep your dial right here. Keep enjoying the programming. We're out.